Hey guys, Got97 again, once again with some more new loot, provided to me by Misaki from Samurai Buyer. He contacted me again with some very special news this time around, and that is that Samurai Buyer is now teaming up with the super villains of P Bandai. However, they're playing the role of the superheroes because they're now serving as an official proxy service for the P Bandai models. The selection right now is relatively limited, but I'm positive that as people will be using the service, P Bandai will realize that there is an actual demand for P Bandai stuff, so that the service that Samurai Buyer is providing right now will be expanded upon. And when Misaki asked me which one of the models I wanted from the service, I said, you know what? Let's put the Samurai in Samurai Buyer. And yes, oddly enough, you can also get non-P Bandai stuff through this service. And if you want to order some stuff yourself, you can use the promo code Kakarot197 to get 50% off of the service fee, and that code is usable until October 25th. So let's see what's in this glorious box. Here we can see some of the older reference. That's always something I really like about the real grade boxes, that they show you the other model kits in other grades. Now let's see what's in here. The usual Astray beam sabers. Now I actually wonder if those... No, those probably aren't the same as the ones with the high grades. They seem to be slightly thinner than the high grades. Probably one of the best things about this real grade is nice shiny sword. For some reason, the modern high grade Astrays no longer have this thing, and I even think that this one right here also just came with stickers. And talking about stickers, that is a lot of them. Very colorful inner frame. Really reminds me of the old McLarens from Formula 1. Also, one thing I'm really wondering about the Astray red frame is how solid is this kit going to be? Gold could have been a bit shinier, you know, to go with the very nice shiny blade of the sword. So, as I was saying, what I'm really wondering about this thing is how solid it's going to be, because when I see the red frame, I think of the Seed lineup, and when I think of the Seed lineup from the real grades, they're not super bad, but they're not as solid as the Gundam Mark IIs either. And we have a beautiful looking manual, looking where all those stickers are going to go. And well, ever since those Mark IIs were released, I kind of decided to end my real grade experience on a high note, because I had the feeling that it wasn't going to get a whole lot better than, you know, the Gundam Mark IIs. And then that also some models were released that didn't really interest me, so I thought, you know what, the real Grade Astray might be a great way to get me back into the real grade, because man, I sure love me some of the Astrays. And it looks like Misaki also really appreciates the Astrays, because instead of just giving the one, he included the high grade as well. You know, probably with me saying, let's put the Samurai in Samurai Buyer, he went the extra step and included this thing. And if I'm not mistaken, this is also the high grade that comes with a nice shiny sword. And, looks like I was mistaken about the beam sabers, and these do look the same as the real grade. I'll have to try that out and confirm that, because, you know, that could save someone's life if they break their beam saber on their beautiful real grade. And yes, yes, that sword. I'll get back to that in a second. Looking at the rest. And I forgot that, well, while we do get a nice silver sword, the rest of the sword is silver as well. And did we get stickers to go on the sword? I can't tell from this. Nope, we'll have to consult the manual to see if we're getting some stickers for that sword, or if he's just going to hold on to one giant silver sword. Ah well, I guess there's always going to be the real grade in that case, and yeah, looks like we're not going to get any stickers for that sword. So, at the very least, we're getting a very nice, shiny silver sword, and I guess if you go over that with some, just some see-through gold or even some copper paint, that is going to look pretty damn impressive. One thing I always thought is that the high grades proportions were slightly better than that of the real grade. So once I have these things constructed, will I prefer the real grade's proportions over these? Because when you look at the real grade, the legs are definitely much chunkier than those of the high grade. If I can get a good shot of that. No, they're not in there. There we go. I always felt like the high grade had a much, how to say it, much more a thinner look, especially like right here. This part feels much thicker on the real grade, but then again, that might give it some extra bulk and make it feel a little bit nicer in that way. You know, who can tell? I'll just have to build them and see what I think of them. And that's all for this very samurai-themed new loot. I think we definitely succeeded in putting the samurai in Samurai Buyer. And don't forget, if you want your very own little samurai in your collection, you can check out the links in the description down below, where you can check out the collaboration thing with P Bandai and Samurai Buyer. And definitely don't forget that Samurai Buyer isn't just a proxy service for P Bandai, but also for various other online stores in Japan, such as Amazon or various other stores that don't ship to Europe, America, or anywhere other than Japan. So not only can you get your P Bandai stuff there, but pretty much anything else as well that's on their site. And if you're using the promo code Kakarot197, valid until October 25th, you can get 50% off of the service fees for your order. So, see you guys next time.